Internet, what's up? This is Rob from TechGuysSmartBuy.com, and today was the iPhone 7 event. So we're going to do something a little different here and just do a quick recap on everything you may have missed if you've been working all day, maybe in the gym, or just been doing other more important things and paying attention to what Apple was doing today. So we're going to break down the 4 things you need to know from Apple's iPhone 7 event today. They teamed up with Nintendo and brought Mario to iOS. That's right. Mario has iOS exclusivity, not sure for how long, but the first game to come to it is a game called Super Mario Run. It's kind of like a scaled down original 2D side-scrolling Mario adventure with competitive mode and a few other treats that they'll have. So we don't have too much information about that, but it'll be out before the end of the year. So that's definitely one of the big surprises and something to look forward to. Apple Watch Series 2. Now, we kind of knew that it would add GPS and all that jazz and beef up the waterproof. So now they call it swim proof. I think it's water resistant of up to 50 meters of water. So you can really go crazy with it. There's a redesign the speakers or push out water instead of water staying in. So they did a couple of different things. There's a new S2 CPU, dual core processor, new GPU, new display that has up to 1,000 nits and double the brightness. But other than that, you know, watchOS 3 is the big real change to the Series 2. But the cool thing about it is that they went back and gave the first Apple Watch a better processor, actually the S2 processor as well. So kind of speed it up a little bit. So you miss out on the waterproofing and the GPS, but you'll still have the same speed and you won't get bogged down too much with that. Pricing, the App Series 2 is at $369, and the Apple Watch 1 now Series 1 will be $269. Pre-orders start September 9th and be on sale September 13th. Next up, we have the iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus. All the leaks and rumors are pretty much spot on. It's a newer design. It's more curvy, rounded aluminum, IP67 dust and water resistant. The home button is no longer clickable. Now it's haptic feedback. It acts like the Force Touch trackpad on the MacBook that they just came out with maybe like a year or so ago. No more 3.5 millimeter audio jack. All audio will be going through the Lightning port, so you'll have to either get Lightning port accessible things or just go Bluetooth. Thankfully enough, Apple has included a 3.5 millimeter to Lightning adapter with the iPhone 7, 7 Plus, so it's one less thing you have to worry about. So that is actually pretty cool. And better cameras. So first of all, Apple actually made a real front-facing camera, because their previous front-facing cameras were shit. They were terrible. 1 point something megapixels. So every time you show the FaceTime commercials, it's like, this looks nothing like this. Now you have a 7 megapixel camera in front with the f2.2 aperture. On the rear, you have 12 megapixel f1.8 camera with optical image stabilization, quad LED 2-tone flash. Of course, the real goodies are on the 7 Plus, where you have a dual camera setup, where one camera is a standard 12 megapixel in the iPhone 7. The second lens add 2 times optical zoom. So when you combine the two with digital zoom and the image processing, you get a total up to 10x zoom, which is pretty cool and interesting. I mean, it'll probably look way better than it normally would. So that's something interesting. Apple finally got rid of the 16 gig storage. Boom, you want it, you got it. So now the storage sizes goes as follows: 32 gig, 128 gigs, 256 gigs. So it's quite a jump in storage. Other than that, everything else is still the same. So 4.7 inch display for the regular 7, 5.5 inch for the 7 Plus. The color gamut and all that's supposed to be a little bit better, but it's still the same resolution. So 720-ish p on the smaller one, 1080p on the bigger one. You have actually you have 2 new colors. You got a black finish and then a jet black finish, or a piano black, or whatever you want to call it. Those will only be available on 128 and 256 gig models. The iPhones will ship with Lightning capable EarPods. I already mentioned the adapter. Pre-orders go on sale September 9th, which is Friday, and goes on sale the 16th, with pricing starting at $649 for the regular iPhone 7 and $769 for the i7 Plus. And for every storage size, you add a couple $100. So if you're looking to get a 256 gig iPhone 7 Plus, be prepared to spend almost $1,000. It'd be like like $969, close to what you would spend for a Note 7. And lastly, Apple revealed their own wireless earbuds called AirPods. Now they pretty much look like the regular EarPods with the wires cut off. They're not the best looking ones in my opinion, but it's an interesting feat of technology. They have charging cord, they have a charging case. They use Apple created an entire new chip just for this called W1 chip to take care of the audio and wireless connections. Each earbud has dual accelerometers as well as optical sensors to know when it's in your ear. And it also has microphones so you can take phone calls as well as access Siri. Now, you can do all this for 160 bucks. You'll probably lose them, and yeah, I would just go to Bluetooth route for now. To wrap things up, I would say, Apple did something interesting for Android fans. They would say, oh, they finally caught up by taking, aspects of the G5 and the Galaxy S6, because S7 has a higher water-resistant rating, and made the iPhone 7. While Apple fans would, greatly appreciate what they've done. Apple does do a good job of waiting until technology is proven and then putting things together in their best form. So I'll give them that, even though, we're all companies are playing copycat or follow leader at one point. So I'm not going to sit there and play that fanboy game. You guys can do that if you wish to. I did appreciate the fact that they finally killed off 16 gig storage for the iPhone 7 and then went back and did it for the 6S and 6S Plus. So now for that you have 32 gigs and 128 gigs to choose from. For the price though, you might as well just go for the iPhone 7. But I guess it's good to have. Not sure. Whatever case, that's my 2 cents recap on iPhone 7 event. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you for doing so. And take care.